We just saw how a monolithic CLAUDE.md can hide scoping problems and how to break it apart so the memory hierarchy actually works. Now that you can diagnose and fix those failures, the next step is making sure the individual pieces, your skills and commands, are scoped correctly from the start. That's where Frontmatter comes in, and in this module we'll configure it so every skill and command lands exactly where it belongs. By the end of this module you can scope a command and a skill correctly and configure the Frontmatter. Here is how this module builds up. Scoping is about who can see a directive and when it takes effect. Project scope, the .claude/directory at the root of your repo, is shared through version control. Everyone who clones the project gets those commands and skills. User scope, the /.claude/directory in your home folder, is personal. It never leaves your machine. The distinction people get wrong is thinking user scope is just a fallback. It's not. It's a separate layer that can override or extend project scope, and that override behavior is the source of most exam traps. Without correct scoping, you get silent breakage in production. Imagine you add a personal deploy check step that skips a security scan during late-night debugging. If you put it in the project skills directory, you've just weakened every teammate's deployment. Or if you put it in your user directory under the same name, you override the shared skill for yourself, and if your config ever gets shared, you've changed someone else's behavior without them knowing. The cost is trust. The team can't rely on the shared configuration if personal changes leak in. Correct scoping is the firewall that keeps personal experimentation from becoming team-wide risk. Let's work through /review, the team's standard code review checklist. First question, who needs it? Everyone on the team, on every clone. So it must be shared. That rules out /.claude/ immediately. Second question, always or on demand? It's a checklist you invoke when you're reviewing code, not something you need in every prompt. So it's on demand. That rules out CLAUDE.md, which is always loaded and would waste context. The correct home is .claude/commands/review.md, committed to version control. The alternative of putting it in CLAUDE.md loses because it bloats every interaction. Putting it in user scope loses because teammates never see it. The other three items in the drill follow the same reasoning. The document has the full breakdown. The durable rule is this: answer who needs it and whether it loads always or on demand. Shared and on demand goes in .claude/commands/ or .claude/skills/ committed. Personal and on demand goes in /.claude/commands/ or /.claude/skills/. Always on universal standards go in CLAUDE.md. And when you create a personal variant of a shared skill, give it a different name. The reason you reject the same name approach isn't just about your own environment, it's that overriding the shared name is how you silently change a teammate's behavior if your config ever leaks. Different name means you extend, not replace. That rule holds whether you're building a system today or next year. Skill Frontmatter is declarative configuration, not conversational advice. Context: fork runs the skill in an isolated subagent so verbose or exploratory output never reaches the main thread. Allowed tools is a hard restriction on what the skill can do. It's enforced by the runtime, not politely requested. Argument hint provides a prompt for missing required parameters. The boundary to hold: this is configuration that changes execution behavior, not prompt engineering that hopes for the best. Without context, fork, a codebase analysis skill dumps thousands of lines into your conversation. You lose the summary in the noise, and you pay for every token. Without allowed tools, a scaffold skill that also runs shell commands might delete files, and a system prompt asking it not to is a hope, not a guarantee. Without argument hint, a migration skill invoked bear might guess a table name and corrupt production data. These aren't hypotheticals, they're the failures that Frontmatter prevents by making behavior deterministic. Take Analyze Codebase. It produces thousands of lines of discovery output, but the developer only needs the summary. The correct Frontmatter is context, fork. This runs the skill in an isolated subagent. The main conversation receives just the summary, not the raw output. The alternative, adding a prompt instruction like be concise, still sends every token through your context window, costing you both money and attention. The same reasoning applies to brainstorm approaches, where 4 of 5 designs are discarded. The other cases are on the page, but the pattern is the same: match the failure mode to the Frontmatter field that prevents it. The durable rule: when a skill's output is mostly noise you'll discard, fork it. When a skill writes files but must never delete, restrict its allowed tools. Configuration is the only enforceable boundary. When a skill is useless without a parameter, add argument hint so it prompts instead of guessing. The author rejects using prompt instructions for these because they're not guarantees. A model under pressure can ignore a plea, it cannot ignore a runtime restriction. Build skills that fail safe by design. The exam will give you a scenario where a skill is causing problems, and one of the options will be a prompt-based fix. Add a system prompt to be concise or warn the model not to delete files. Those are distractors. The correct answer is always a Frontmatter configuration, context, fork, allowed tools, or argument hint. When you see blowing out the main window or polluting the conversation, reach for fork. When you see must never delete, reach for allowed tools. This is testcraft. The exam checks whether you know configuration beats prompting. Let's lock in the key takeaways. First, scoping a command or skill always comes down to two questions: who needs it, and does it load always or on demand? Answer those, and you've got the right scope. Second, when you see context, fork, remember that's a context management setting for Claude Code configuration, not something you drop into a skill's Frontmatter. Get these right, and you'll avoid silent failures that cost real debugging time.